Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. I hope you guys are doing well wherever it is that you are. A couple of things I want to talk about. First, I have to apologize. I have been away for a little bit. I have been working, doing a whole lot of stuff at home and in the real world that has kept me from finding the time to do videos. We are in the process of having our property appraised and talking with banks and appraisers and people coming out and taking pictures and looking at this and saying, oh, you need to do that. We're trying to get everything done before the bubble bursts so we can take advantage of certain things. So it has been a lot. So I work and then I go home and then I fix things and do things and talk to people and help them pull comps in my other life. And my other thing, I did commercial and residential real estate, so I'm familiar with this, so I know what they want, and I just have to hunt for it, and I don't have the tools like I used to. But that is okay. Thank you for all the people who said I talk too dang quiet, and so I need to project more, or I need to get a lapel mic. So probably going to do both. What else is happening? The world's ending, the economy's collapsing, dogs are sleeping with cats, having puppy dogs, or puppy cats. It's crazy. Looks like the railroad strike has been deferred for about a month while they iron out some things, all thanks to Joe Biden. Thank you, Joe. God, I was so worried. I'm glad you stepped in and saved us. Thank you, Joe. Anyway, next thing, the People's Gardens, the USDA thing that they had just talked about. Okay, here's the thing on it. I first heard about it, I think Monday or Tuesday, and then Pinball did a video on it, did a good video, and it was interesting. I agreed with most of it. And then Patera did a video on it. Yeah, and I agreed with most of her stuff. I had gone to the website, the USDA website, and I read all of it about what they do and everything. I really wouldn't be that dang concerned about it because whatever you're doing, more than likely people who want to know about whatever you're doing already know about whatever you're doing. That is to say, the little thing in your pocket, the cell phone, is more concerning to me than anything they do as far as the People's Garden right now. From the USDA website, there is some language in there that concerns me, just because it smacks of, enjoy the people's garden kind of thing. It is mainly geared toward 4-H community gardens, 4-H, community gardens, stuff like that right now. If you are that concerned about it, you shouldn't have posted pictures of your tomatoes on Facebook, because the algorithm knows that you grow tomatoes and they want your tomatoes now. You see what I'm getting at, guys? If you're that concerned about it, don't talk about it. If you're really concerned about it, that thing that we're watching and that I'm recording this video on, unless you dig in there and take some measures, you know, it's more worrisome than the USDA knowing that you're growing tomatoes and Star of David okra, in my opinion. Not poo-pooing it, because like I said, they had some interesting language in there, but is that something I'm concerned about right now? Nope, not at all. Do not give 10 shits about that. It does make for a very interesting psyops. Psyops, you say? What is that? Perhaps they are wanting you to look in this direction and expend all of your energy at this one thing while something else is happening. Misdirection. I think they call it an Overton window. It is another way of explaining it, which is to say, all the people who have blonde hair, we need to kill them because they're demons, something like that. And then they say, oh, well, maybe they're not demons. Maybe we shouldn't kill them. Maybe we should just keep an eye on them. And most people can get behind that. We ought to keep an eye on those shifty-ass blonde-headed people. And by that I mean white people. So you can see how that's one way of doing it. It's a really good concept. And there's all kinds of social studies done over it. But I do have to say, I would not register much of anything unless you have like an honest to goodness orchard or a 4-H group or Boy Scout troop that did a garden or a community garden with your church or your association, your neighborhood association, something like that. I don't know. I always, whenever I have these kind of thoughts, I always think back to what my granddaddy would say to somebody who came up to his front porch and said, well, we're here from the government, we're here to register your garden. Granddaddy would say, okay, and he would take them out to the garden, and he would shoot them, and he would plant them in the garden. That would be fertilizer. That is not an exaggeration. So, no thank you. I believe I will pass on the registration of my orchard, which I have one, and my gardens, which I have one too. I don't mind people knowing I have orchards and gardens because I give away half of everything that I produce, as do most gardeners. See, that's the thing. I can't tell you how many tomatoes, zucchini, and okra I've gotten from neighbors. And I have reciprocated and given them peaches, buckets, and bags. And then there's the eggs and the chicken poop, because it turns out my chicken poop is a commodity. How about that? Watch for misdirection. I'm doing this over here while something else is happening back here. Watch for that. You can do a risk assessment. We need to do a video on that. It's a really good way to do it. You can actually take data that you get in, and it is kind of because that's what I do for a living. But you can take in information and you can perform a reasonable risk threat assessment of what's going on. High threat probability, low threat probability, kind of stuff. It's a good way to do it. It might be good to turn the TV off for a while and go outside in the garden that we don't know that you have, and teach your grandkids how to save seeds in the garden that we don't know you have. How about that? I am starting another channel. Believe it or not, guys, yes, it is just for cooking. All these little cooking videos that I've done, we're going to start doing them all on one different channel. It's not even public yet. It won't be public for a little while, but I've already been recording videos and doing it, and it's going to be just fun and cooking. So, all kinds of stuff in this video. And for those on Patreon, you are going to get a lot more information about it. Consider joining us on Patreon. Hit the like and subscribe button, and when we do go public with the new channel, consider helping us by subscribing. Take care of you people.